Thank you very much for coming to our program. We're very honored to have you. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, we would like to congratulate you for your great performance. It's been now 3.5 years you've been in office, and your performance has received lots of praise from the press all over California and from the journal, Wall Street Journal.
Well, thank you, Dimitri. It's good to be here, and I appreciate you having me here, and it's an honor to be of service to the people of California.
We know, of course, that you're running for re-election. We want you to be our treasurer again, and you know very much, as I know, that the Greek community is 100% behind you in this effort.
Well, and I might just say that I remain very grateful to the community for all its support. I mean, the fact is that I wouldn't be treasurer today, but for the belief in me by my family and the community. And having support from the Greek American community is so meaningful because it's the most liberating kind of support. The community's like my mother and father. In the end, the community expects of me that I should do well, conduct myself with integrity, and it's very nice to have a base of support like that that really allows me to always think about doing the right thing, not the things sometimes that people in the political realm think about, what do I need to do to stay in office? And to have this kind of support really gives me strength.
And this is a support that we give with lots of pride, because you are one of us, and we're very proud that you're doing what you're doing and making us all feel good about it. Now, let's talk a little bit about your goals. Your goals have, some of your goals have been to protect the taxpayer funds, also to cost-effectively finance schools and infrastructure in California. Can you talk to us a little bit about your Smart Investments Initiative first?
Sure. Let me talk about the big picture goals, and then let me talk specifically about smart investments. The big picture of my office as state treasurer is that I am responsible for the management of literally tens of billions of dollars. I sit on our pension boards that have $250 billion invested in the global economy. I manage something called the Pooled Money Investment Account that has $50 billion in state funds and local government funds that we invest. And I also am responsible for financing university expansions, transportation projects, school projects, and administering monies for housing, small business loans. Now, the most important expectation that taxpayers should have of me is I manage the money well, get a good return, make sure that I protect pensioners and taxpayers. Along with that challenge comes the challenge of how do we invest in a way that's smart? How do we invest in ways that enrich our communities and our state for the future? And here in California, we are going to grow by another 12 million residents by 2020. We'll have 59 million residents by the year 2040. And every dollar we have for housing, for schools, for transportation dollars, we have to view as a very precious dollar and invest that in ways that really constitute smart investments. Investments that rebuild our inner cities, investments that preserve our environment, investments that allow us to move people to work and goods to market. And so when I took office in June of 1999, we put out a major initiative called Smart Investments, in which we said that the state has a key responsibility as the population grows to make sure that our growth patterns are smart, that we don't just sprawl, that we revitalize existing communities, that we give people options beyond highways to move, in other words, high-speed rail, mass transit, that we invest in parks and open space to preserve the environmental quality of California, that we make a set of investments to ensure we remain economically competitive because we preserve the quality of life in California. And it's really been at the center of what I've tried to do as treasurer. For example, direct housing money to communities in ways where we get more bang for the buck, rather than just funding families trying to buy their first home. We've used money to provide down payment assistance and low interest mortgages to teachers who are willing to go teach in tough inner city schools. So we help a family buy a home, but we also help our school system. Rather than just deposit state money in banks all over the world, we've said let's deposit our money in California banks so the money can be used for home and business lending here. Rather than invest in real estate without regard to its impact on our future, we've increased our real estate investments in the urban communities of California so that we get a good return, but we also provide some wealth in our own communities.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you talk to us a little bit about the double bottom line theory?